It is very easy. G of x be a function defined on minus 1 comma 1 if the area of the equilateral triangle with two of its vertices 0 comma 0 and x comma gx is already they given root 3 by 4. Then the function g of x is. So what is the g of x here? G of x must be defined on minus 1 to 1. Okay, so simple here. They given equilateral triangle here. This given that equilateral triangle. Fine. And also two of vertices are given. Like one of the vertices is 0 comma 0. Another vertices I am taking as x comma g of x. Okay, the area of this triangle they given as root 3 by 4. Already they given area root 3 by 4. So what is the right? If you want to find the area in terms of x comma g of x, what to do first? We have to find the length of this side. Already let us take x1 y1. This is x2 y2, x1 y1 x2 y2. Then what is the length? So it is clearly equilateral triangle. So what about its side? A. I'm taking as A. Length is A. A is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Shall I write like the distance? Distance from this
Yes,
vertex
sir.
to this. Yeah, this is clearly equal to root over x square plus g of x the whole square. Yeah, we got like this. This is A. Since we know that when the area of equilateral triangle whose side is small a is given by, we know that root 3 by 4 into a square. How many of you remember this formula? This is the area. I think everyone knows this formula. Now we have to equating these two. Already area is given root 3 by 4. So with the help of this side, so when the side is A, the area of triangle is root 3 by 4 A square. A value already this value. So now I want to equating both. So this clearly root 3 by 4 A square. A square means root over x plus g of x the whole square is clearly equal to root 3 by 4. This is already given. So now we can cancel this. So what about here? Root over x plus g of x whole square. Uh, this is square. Get cancelled. Now x plus g of x whole square is equal to 1. So when I write here g of x, then g of x whole square is equal to 1 minus remaining value 1. Right side is 1 alone. 1 minus x square. Can I write x square? Yes. But we required only g of x. G of x value is plus or minus root over 1 minus x square. Okay, g of x is equal to, we are getting plus or minus. But according to the question, what they given, here it is equilateral triangle and also g of x is defined from closed interval minus 1 to 1. So we should not take g of x as negative. We should not take g of x as negative. It is not possible. So here also negative is there. It is not possible. G of x should be a positive. Okay. So what is the answer? Second option will be correct. Plus or minus. Don't think that the first option is correct.
Sir, could you tell why we should not take negative symbol, sir?
So what about g of x? It's a function. And what about your distance? Easier distance can be negative.
No, sir.
That is the reason. Distance should not be negative. When you take your g of x as a negative, and you can check it once, g of x value here.
But it becomes square, no, sir. So negative will go on.
Okay, then that is the reason I'm telling. Here one of the vertexes here. So you can take here, like many of them get this doubt only, sir. Why can't we take here? So square root of x square plus g of x whole square will write it will be a negative. So when we draw the triangle here, equilateral triangle, generally we going to be in first quadrant actually. Is it clear? When we draw the equilateral triangle, it is possible for it is in first quadrant. This point is belongs to. That is the reason actually g of x becomes positive in depth. And also take and this value like G of x is negative. Here we are getting one of the vertices. What about the other vertex? Other vertex. Two vertices are given. It is enough to find the area of equilateral triangle, but they did not given the third vertex. And also it is defined from -1. Come on, okay, area of square is there. Then it is possible only, this is exist only -1 to 1. Fine. So maximum student they will get, sir, why g of x can't be taken negative? Because to find the length will take whole square. Am I right? G of x the whole square, negative also become positive. But it's not like that. Okay. So here we can consider as positive. Okay. So this kind of question already level 3 also one question is there. At that time we will get complete idea. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the second question. Your second question, x minus greatest integer function is given by what? X minus greatest integer is given by fractional part. I told you, no, like x minus greatest integer function always a fractional part. Fine. So what is the domain of fractional part? Just now I asked the question. Domain of fractional part is
0
0
to
less
1.
than, yeah, it is equal to 0, but it should not equal to 1, because fractional part means like 0 to 0 0.1, 0 0.2, so on 0.9 around. Again, if you take 1, it is an integer. It will becomes integer, so should not equal to 1. This just even uh, so this is range actually. Range, sorry, not domain. So if you give like x value any from minus infinity to plus infinity, from minus infinity to plus infinity, but range becomes 0 to 1 alone. 0 to 1 alone. Okay, right. So here what they given function? Fractional part x minus 1 by 2. So I am going to take here first x minus x minus greatest integer that lies between 0 lesser than function value. Okay, the values lies between from 0 to 1. Okay, fine, but in the question they give minus 1 by 2 will be there. Minus 1 by 2. Take minus 1 by 2 on both sides. So 0 minus 1 by 2 lesser than or equal to x minus greatest integer minus 1 by 2 lesser than 1 minus 1 by 2. So finally, this middle value is clearly function f of x. Here minus 1 by 2 lesser than plus 1 by 2. So what do you observe here? So when f of x is equal to 1 by 2, observe here, x belongs to R. If you give any input is f of x is equal to 1 by 2. If you observe this here in simplification, f of x always, for every x belongs to R, f of x must be, okay, f of x is equal to minus 1 by 2, but it should be always lesser than plus 1 by 2. It is equal to minus 1 by 2, but it is always lesser than plus 1 by 2. But what they given is equal to what? When f of x is equal to 1 by 2, then what is the output? That is equal to what? They ask. Sir, is it possible actually? Is here f of x is equal to 1 by 2? Is it f of x is equal to 1 by 2? Never. Simply it is lesser than. Okay. So it is not possible. So that empty. It is not possible. It is empty. In case if they give instead of this plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is given, that time the answer will get R. Okay, because clearly the it is equal to minus 1 by 2, but it is lesser than only, not equal. So it is not possible. Empty set is the answer. Then Yeah. Question number 3. Suppose f is domain is 2 comma 2 to r. Just it will take 2 comma 2 minus 2 here. Minus 2 to plus 2. See here minus 2 to plus 2. Fine. Okay. So they define like that minus 2 to plus 2. They given two different functions. What is the question here? Then x is belongs to open interval which should not include plus 2 and minus 2 then, and x lesser than 0. What about this function? F of modulus x is clearly is equal to f of x for what values here? Here it's depending on this option verification. Do option verification here because minus 2 to plus 2 in between how many real numbers are exist? Infinite real numbers are there. Okay, infinite real numbers are there. And also the condition that we should take x lesser than or equal to 0. X lesser than or equal to 0 only. And that x lesser than or equal to 0, for what value of x it will be equal? That is the question. Okay, first option. Because x lesser than or equal to 0 to minus 2 to 0. Infinite real numbers are there. Whatever the options they given, that's it. You can check for those values. That's it. First, I'm going to take minus 1. First one is minus 1. Okay, if I take x value as minus 1, okay, what about f of minus 1 by minus 1? Sorry, take LHS. I'm taking this f of modulus x. I want to find that. Modulus minus 1. That is nothing but f of modulus minus 1 becomes plus 1. Okay, this plus 1 is belongs to whether this interval or first interval. One is
Below 1.
below 1. Yeah, below 1. X is 1 is belongs to below 1. Substitute 1 here. So what is the output? 1 minus 1? 0. Okay, input we are giving as minus 1, but output is 0. Is here equal? If we give minus 1 input, if we get the output also minus 1, your answer is correct. Minus 1 is correct, but input is minus 1. Just okay, sorry for inconvenience. Right. So here, yeah, in the same way, you have to check 0. When you substitute 0 here, it is equal to 0. 0 means 0 is belongs to again second. 0 minus 1. When I give input 0, output we are getting again minus 1. Not equal. 0 not equal to minus 1. Then take minus 1 by 2. F of modulus minus 1 by 2 means f of 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is belongs to which interval? First case or second case?
Second case.
Second case. So substitute here 1 by 2 minus 1. So what is the output? Yeah.
Minus.
Is it satisfy the condition?
No,
Yes.
sir.
So third option is right. Now, so here fourth question. Modulus sin x plus cos x is equal to separately modulus sin x plus modulus cos x. Okay, student, for what you can give some general example. Take some x values like 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 year age. But the question is only first quadrant. It is equal. All first and third, second and fourth, third and fourth. What is the correct answer? It's a simple question actually. See, give some x values when it will be equal. When I take, for example, x is equal to some first quadrant is the first option. I'm taking 40. Okay, 45 you can take. 45, 5 by 4. When you take 45, what about left side value? 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 modulus. Becomes what? Root 2. What about second one? So LHS equal to RHS. You can take any value. Not only like 45, you can take 30, 60 also you'll get. Okay. So both LHS equal to first quadrant is good, satisfied. Then take second quadrant. Second quadrant take 135. I want to take 135, 3 pi by 4. So in second quadrant, since we know that cos is negative, sine is positive, cos is negative, same, this is 1 by root 2, sine is plus 1 by root 2, cos is minus 1 by root 2, whole modulus. Okay, LHS value is 0. But what about RHS value?
√2.
Yeah, RHS value is modulus minus 1 by root 2 means it is root 2. Is here LHS equal to RHS? No. So second quadrant is wrong. Then third quadrant here, uh, we are getting, if we take like 225, x is equal to 225, sine is negative, minus 1 by root 2. Cos is negative, minus 1 by root 2. All modulus, again that is equal to, we are getting root 2. In RHS also, modulus minus 1 by root 2 plus, yes, equal. Third quadrant also satisfy. Nothing but what we observe, either both will be positive or both will be negative. Then LHS equal to RHS. Both the function must be positive. So sine and cos is positive in first quadrant, sine and cos is negative in third quadrant. Other than in second, fourth, one is positive, one is negative. So LHS should be not equal to RHS. Okay, here the answer is what? Second option. Am I right? The fifth question also very logical question. So can anyone tell that what is the, whether it is even function or odd function? So to check that even and odd function, remember that just to replace x by minus x, you have to find f of minus x values. That's it. When I replace minus x value, look at here. Okay, replace x by minus x means you have to multiply with minus. To get minus, what to do here? Multiply with minus. Nothing but constant cannot be changed. See here in constant, for example, f of x is equal to k. If I replace minus x, what about the k value? Is it changed? No. 4 cannot be changed. 4 is as it is. But I said replace x by minus x. How to get minus x here? Both side multiply with minus. Here, multiply with minus. Whenever multiply with minus, lesser than becomes greater than, we'll get like this. So minus x greater than 1. Now, here x variable is there. When I replace x by minus x, what it will be? Plus 4x. Again, multiply with minus, minus, minus. What will happen? When I multiply here, minus into minus plus 1.
But what about the domain, sir? 0 to infinity.
0 to?
They have given domain 0 to infinity, so like would the constant function won't come now, sir?
Where? Here, this one.
Yes, sir. In that question, the last line.
Yeah, yeah. See here, f of x is even function. Is an even function on R. Okay. Sorry. Here clearly, here no need to check actually. In question itself, they given it is even function on R. Then the definition of f of x on 0 to infinity, which of the following is right? So it's very simple. Like see, according to the option, for example, if is it fourth option is correct? Fourth option we can say directly it is wrong because domain is given. Yeah, Gokul, as you said, we cannot consider any negative value. So fourth option directly wrong. It should be defined for 0 to infinity means all positive values. Okay, first one is 0 to 1, 1 to infinite. Okay, nothing but it is 0 to infinity. This is also from 0 to infinity. This is also from 0 to infinity. Okay. So, which of the option is correct? That we need to check. Simple. Already they given f of x is even function, so that you have to take f of minus x is equal. You have to equate in this. Okay. When what are the functions? The given function is equal to which of the given option? Simple question. I'll explain it. Okay. Although it's 11:15. What about the next period? Next class?
Chemistry, sir.
Chemistry.